Welcome back to the Legend of Zelda Suck on These Nuts. In this part, we're gonna stop Suck on These Nuts from stealing a bag of bombs.
I'll take walnuts.
Sock on and
Are
stealing
good.
sacks, huh? Interesting. What a
I'll
fucking
try not to let
asshole.
my sleepy glasses get the better of me.
Just take them off.
No, because then I'll wake up again.
Yeah, that's what you want, right?
No, but because then I need to sleep when we're done.
No. See, what happens is you open your eyes and you wake up, and then when we're done, just close them and go to sleep. It's dead ass as easy as that. I don't know why people stress so much.
Oh, hey, here comes the old lady.
She's going to steal him.
No, she's the one who's gonna get robbed.
Oh. Is this where we fucking shoot Sock-On in the face with a bow?
No, we're not supposed to do that. We're supposed to get the bombs back. But actually, Gabe is making a point here. If you shoot him with a bow while carrying that bag of bombs, it will explode and kill him.
Oh my gosh. I mean, I guess
better
that
a dead
makes
thief
sense.
than a repeat offender.
Yeah.
That sounds horrible. Sounds a little bit militaristic.
That's a death penalty.
Well, the guard was right there. Do something, you fucking lazy asshole.
No, sorry, I have to guard the door. It's my job.
I have to guard the door from kids and do like a cool
It's like
side
she has a
step.
rat face.
Wow. Oh, Carrie.
I mean, do you see that too? She's
I
a
do.
rat.
Yeah, I do see it.
I see the muzzle and everything. Ugh.
Yeah.
It's really the eyes that bring it out, though.
A beady ass eyes.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
You can kill someone in a Zelda game. Like not like a monster or something, like an actual person. Dawn of the second day, 48 hours remain. Alright, and now Gabe's going to tell us a story.
Whoa, no pressure.
Okay. I had a dream pretty recently where I was flying a plane. I was like a pilot. I was certified. So I was like flying a plane, and there's no co-pilot because like I think he took a sick day or something. So I was like, it's fine, I'll fly it myself. So I was flying this plane by myself. It was like a big passenger plane, but it had no passengers. It was just me in this plane. And I don't know why I was flying. I was just flying it. Anyway, so I was flying this plane, and I was flying over the ocean, and I saw a bunch of whales, and I was like, oh, cool whales. So I like got lower to the water surface to see these whales, and then one of the whales popped out and said, hey, you should probably pull up. And I said, why? And they're like, you're gonna crash in the water. I'm like, that's not possible. Like the water is flat. And then suddenly, like, I was just underwater, just like that, and I was like, oh. Fuck. And the whale was like, I told you so. And I was like, ah, dude, this like sucks. Can you like help me out here? And he's like, yeah, sure. So like get on this, and he's like, you're gonna have to get in my mouth. And I was like, I don't know, it's kind of weird. I don't really want to do that. And the whale was like, oh, you can fucking stay in that plane then, Buster. And I was like, all right, fine. So I get inside this whale's mouth, right? And there's like a bunch of like couches inside of his mouth. I don't know why. There's just couches. And so I sit on one of these couches, right? And I'm like relaxing. It's a good time. You know, I'm just vibing dead ass. So I'm just here in this couch and I'm having a great time. And
Having a good time.
Yeah. And all of a sudden, the whale like spits me back out in the water, and he's like, "Hey, I need gas." And I was like, "You're a whale," and he's like, "Yeah, I need gas." So the whale leaves me just in this crevice of rocks and goes and gets gas, and he comes back, and then he hands me he spits a fucking like gas canister at me, and he's like, okay, I got the gas, I need you to fill me up. And I was like, okay, fine. So I fill the whale up with gas in his blowhole, and then he takes me back to the plane, and he's like, while we were gone, the other whales fixed the plane. And I was like, oh, cool. Well, I thought you were gonna take him yourself. He's like, no, I just needed someone to hang out with. And I was like, ah, shit. Well, okay. So then I get in the plane, and like I sit down and I buckle up, and then the plane is back in the air again, and then the whale waves me off with his tail. I'm like, bye, whale. And then I land in Scappoose, which is a place in Oregon. And so I'm in Scappoose, I land, and there's no airfield there at all. So I just land. I'm just on the ground again. It's just like there is no time between me getting up into the air and landing. I'm just there on the ground, like I was there in the water. There was no crash. I was just there. So I'm there on the ground, and I get out. I'm taxiing, and there's like just across a field, and I get out, and then the guy who like gave me the job is like, hey, I saw that like you like went off the radar for a while. I was like, yeah, I went underwater, and there was like a whale down there. He's like, oh, those whales are a part of a terrorist organization. And
what?
I woke up. Yeah. And that's my dream. I think it was like 4 or 5 nights ago. I have no clue how that happened.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Oh my my gosh.
All right.
I think it was because I was watching the documentary Blackfish, which is about like the treatment of the orcas at SeaWorld. So I think that's where the whales came in. I don't know where the terrorist and pilot thing came in. That was weird, and I don't know why I landed in Scapuzzi of all places. I just was, and that was it.
All right. Now Carrie's gonna tell a story.
There was a pig. And then it became Bacon Sizzle. The end.
Bacon Sizzle. B Sizzle, the rapper himself.
Oh, come on, Carrie. You didn't have any weird dreams involving airplanes and whales?
I get super weird dreams, you guys, but then I forget them not too long after I wake up. And the only part that I remember about them is that they were so freaky, but I don't remember them. So sorry.
Do you have any dreams that you do remember?
What's a recent dream that I've had? I'm trying to think about this. I get real strange ones, dude. Kind of like the ones that Gabe were talking about.
Use your brain. Just activate it right now.
It is activated, but clearly the dream recall section is out of commission. Power's out.
It's in the shop.
It's in the shop.
It's being repaired.
Yeah, it's being repaired.
Being fixed by the brain mechanics, also known as proteins.
The brain mechanics. What?
Brain can. Open
brain
up a can.
can.
There's no beans. There's only gray matter in here. What the fuck?
Brain can't.
Brain can't. Not brain can. Brain can't. Brain cannot. Well, let me tell you a little something about brain can.
Yes. Brain in a can. Canned brains.
Yeah.
Yum,
so like
yum.
you know like
slurp it up, guys.
Yeah. So like
Get
you know
that
like
delicious
it's like
cholesterol.
it's gray matter. You just...
Yeah.
I heard that like brain has a protein in it that you're not supposed to eat. Is this true?
Does that come from? Well, I know that you can get prion disease. Can you? No. Well, that's from mussels. I think.
That's from mussels.
Yeah.
Muscles.
I think you're right, though. I'm gonna do some research into this.
If you eat like a human brain, there's like a protein or or something you ingest that makes you go fucking insane because you're not supposed to eat it.
Anyway, I really shouldn't have kept those few minutes on recording because I think I was actually just grinding for rupees there.
Rupee grinder.
But yeah, there's something that you need to buy from the Curiosity Shop. But you can only buy it from there at 10 p.m. on the night of the final day.
Oh, is it his fire sale? He's like, well, we're going out of business because we're all gonna die.
Okay, so like if you didn't get the bomb bag back from Suckon, it was something else that we took care of earlier. But now we're doing what appears in that shop if you did get the if you did get the bomb bag back. And I didn't do it before because one, the guy didn't tell me to do so, like, and secondly because it's not needed until now, really. I made a lot of use of the guide for this playthrough because this is actually my first 100% run of Majora's Mask.
His mouth.
Yeah, I love him. But also, just, like, it's been so long since I played Majora's Mask that, you know, And that's how it is with most Zelda games. I'm not enough of a Zelda fan that I'll go back and replay these games regularly, which means that when I'm recording them for the commentary, I need to constantly be looking at the guide so I'm not just wandering around trying to figure out what the fuck to do because of the puzzle-heavy nature of these games.
Oozle. Haven't evacuated yet? Damn. You're amazing, little guy.
Oh, you're amazing, little guy.
I remember you've got $15 quadrillion in the bank.
How did you do that legally? I'm assuming it was not legal.
He's like, you're 12.
Okay, so back to what Gabe was saying about eating brains. I haven't quite finished my research on it just now, but it's reminding me of something that I read a little while ago about a certain tribe that would eat their dead because they believed that would help them pass on to the afterlife. And usually it was the women who ended up eating the brains because apparently the brain was considered maybe the best part. I'm not exactly sure. But the women would eat the brains, so the women would end up with these diseases that caused them to go crazy and decimated a lot of the female population in this tribe. So I do think Gabe's onto something, and I'm really curious about finding out the specifics, and I'm almost there. Let's see. I think the name is Kuru disease, it looks like. Which, yes, it's a prion. I was right about prion disease. So it's similar to mad cow disease, which I believe comes from the muscles. But in this case, Kuru is a prion.
Mad snail disease from
Yeah,
SpongeBob.
it's prion diseases can get into the brain and make you go crazy. Killer proteins. Disease-causing PRP rest.
PRPS, there's a man riding a horse on top of my chest. It's Chip the Ripper. It's a Chip the Ripper lyric right there for you.
Let's see. Yeah, it looks just like it's a prion disease to me.
Alligator?
Yeah, he drives a Chevrolet movie theater.
But he pronounces it as theater instead of theater.
Yeah, theater. I spent many lunches learning that whole freestyle in high school.
Yeah, like when you were in high school, that was like your favorite thing for a while.
Oh, 100%, dude. My boy King Chip, crazy. That's what he goes by now, King Chip.
King Chip, he's not Chip the Ripper anymore.
Well, I mean, you can still call him Chip the Ripper, but he goes by like King Chip. That's like if you see him on an album or a song, he is King Chip. Sheltos, yes. PRPS, there's a man riding a horse on top of my chest. Polo fresh. I am Z-Man. I be slam dunking Tanqueray shots with LeBron. You got 499 rupees. One shy of 500. Welcome to the Daytona 500. Today we're going to be driving cars real fast.
I think it's always interesting, like, looking at, like, people with, stage names. And then, like, learning what their real name is. Because, like, Chip the Ripper here, for example, his real name is Charles Worth.
Yeah, Charles Worth. That's such a weird name.
It's like, you know, like, with Chip, you think, like this tough guy, you know?
Yeah.
But, like, Charles Worth sounds like this, like, really, like, professional guy who lives the fancy life.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like a snobby kind of, like, pro in his field, whatever he does.
Yeah.
He's like, yes, I've been doing the practice of rapping for 25 years, and I've become quite the musical artist.
You said
Charles.
rapping. I was thinking present, like Christmas present rapping.
Yes, Carrie. That is why they are called rappers. They do not produce music. That is why hip-hop is produced by rabbits, and kangaroos, and lemurs, and grasshoppers.
Gabe dropping the big lore.
Because all of those things hop. And they're hip. They all have hips.
That's where hip-hop came from.
Not grasshoppers. They have more of a thorax, but I mean, I guess. Well,
to be fair, where their legs connect to their thorax, could be called their hip.
That's true. It could be called the hip. Yeah.
The hip joint.
Why is it that in Zootopia there's no like bug characters?
Never seen Zootopia. I'm sorry.
Hi.
Oh yeah, our nervous black market salesman. Hello.
Yeah. Today's bargain is the all-night mask for use at bedtime. I forgot when this was made, but it sure is a freaky mask, see? When you put it on, you can try to fall asleep, but you won't be able to. Pretty creepy, huh?
That's what you need, Carrie.
That's when I got my sleepy glasses.
I think here's the question though, okay? Does it or does it not cause insomnia?
Help you sleep. It keeps you up. I suppose.
So it won't let you drift off to sleep even if you want to, is what it says.
Oh.
Makes it impossible to sleep. So.
It's like a torture device.
If you take you stay up all night with this mask on and then take it off, or even if you don't take it off, just like if you're wearing that mask, it's like, will you be feeling the sleepiness but just not be able to fall asleep, or are you just like, oh yeah, I'm just wide awake, feel like you got a good night's sleep?
But it sounds like a slow death no matter what.
Going back to time travel, it's like when you stop time, does time speed up to get back to where it should be, or does it resume at its place? Like, where you stop time. Like if you stop time at like 12:05, right?
Yeah.
And then you start time, is it going to be 12:05 again? Or if you had been in the world of stop time for 10 minutes, it would be 12:15.
The world of stop time.
World of stop time. I would say it resumes where you left off.
Mudada.
And that's where my theory comes in that you would still continue aging. So if you stayed in stop time for 20 years, you'd come out 20 years older, whereas everyone else around you would be the same age as they were before the time was stopped.
Tokyo Tomare.
So you gotta watch out if you're time traveler. You're gonna have some wonky aging. Next thing you know, your son's gonna be older than you.
Yes. That's why they say light speed is dog shit. Because like you'll come back and everyone will either be dead or that. Isn't it so weird to like the oldest human being on Earth is like 114 years old? Or I think they're older. But you know what that means?
Yeah, somewhere around there.
There was a completely different set of human beings 114 years ago.
Soshite Toki ga ugoki desu.
Yeah.
It's so like we're a different set of people. That's so weird.
Yeah.
And then like when we die, dude, what if you ever? I know it's kind of morbid and really dark and really
yeah,
like,
it kind of is.
You know, like Edgar Allan Poe-esque, but like when you die, who do you think the last person will be to remember you until you're not thought of ever again?
Oh my god, I don't want to think about that.
That's so sad to think about.
I know that's like really sad, but like I think it was 2 classes ago or 3. We were discussing like literary ideas about like the fate of humans because it was just like a class assignment, and one of my classmates brought that up in the you know the online class session, and everyone just kind of went quiet because everyone was like,
yeah.
"Oh fuck, it's kind of real."
It's really sad. It's like that's when you truly die. Isn't there a saying about that? I feel like I've heard that before.
Yeah, it's
that
like when
you
you're
truly
forgotten
die
when you truly die.
So this is like
Yeah.
you're saying like Edgar Allan Poe brought this up, or it's just like
No. It's just
Edgar Allan Poe-esque.
like,
which is just like
like,
sad and very.
If it
Yeah.
was him who thought about that, it's like, well, you know, people are kind of probably gonna remember him forever. So.
Well, I mean, yeah, people are gonna remember his writings forever, but that's because we're immortalized in the things that we do, depending on what we do.
Yeah. God, imagine being immortalized in Smash Team games, though.
That is the lore I will forever hold.
I think we should just start a religion. Start a very successful religion, then we're less likely to be forgotten.
Shit, the Mormons did it. But thank you.
Man,
Sorry.
do we really want to make fun of religious groups on the show?
Nah. Let
All
them
right,
believe
so
in what they want
apologize.
to believe in. Sorry, Mormons. I like the musical Book of Mormon. It's funny.
They make really good salt.
I think
They're
you
from
just
Salt
made
Lake,
fun of them again by
Utah.
saying that.
No. They think it's fine. No Mormon ever got upset at that musical. There was not even a statewide boycott in Utah. Not even close.
All right, Gabe.
If you want to believe in sky people, or like, you know, if you believe in
Okay.
Shintoism, where there's a bunch of people, like you're polytheistic or monotheistic, that's like gangster.
Gabe,
If you
you're
don't
not
believe in
ahead
that
anymore. Just stop.
No,
Sky
if you-
people. That reminds me of ancient Greek mythology.
All right.
Yeah,
Anyway,
that's what I was
this
meaning, like-
senile old lady who thinks that you're her son is going to read
She has
you
a
a story.
Squidward nose.
If
She
you
does.
try to read this, listen to this without the all-night mask, you will fall asleep and not listen to her.
Boy.
Is it the Ford?
The carnival of time, is it? The carnival is almost here, so it's good for you to learn its meaning. It's a little long, but I'll read it with some enthusiasm. Ahem. The carnival of time, each year the season of harmony, paying homage to the way that both nature and time are tirelessly in the process of progressing. The carnival of time is when people of the four worlds celebrate that harmony and request fruitfulness for the year. For ages, people have worn masks to resemble the giants who are gods of the four worlds. Now it has become a custom for each person to bring a handmade mask to the Carnival of Time. It is said that if a couple of united on the day of the festival and dedicated a mask as a sign of their union, it would bring good luck. The centerpiece of the carnival is the clock tower, and on the eve of the festivities, the door to its roofs are open. From atop the clock tower roof, a ceremony to call the gods is held, and an ancient song is sung. All of these festivities for the Carnival of Time are held so that we may ask the gods for a rich harvest in the next year to come.
I love that voice.
You did a good job. That's all for Tortoise. Now, when does the clock tower roof open? On the eve of the festival. You did a good job remembering. That's the boy I'm proud of. I'll give you some candy as a prize.
I can't believe she's not noticing you wearing that mask unless she thinks that's your actual face.
Well, she's senile, and she thinks that you're her son, so...
You know, that explains it all.
Okay. If you have seen the Nile River...
There we go.
Have you seen Nile?
This is where we're going.
Because there's going to see Nile. You are seeing Nile.
Are we really doing this?
And you go see Nile. Because you've already seen it.
Get out. Get out right now. That's not a request either, that's a demand.
No, he's actually gonna leave. We need him. Gabe, we need you. Please stay.
The four giants. This tale's from long ago, and all the people weren't separated into four worlds like they are now. In those times, all the people lived together, and the four giants lived there too. On the day of the festival that celebrates the harvest, the giants spoke to the people. We have chosen to guard the people. 100 steps north, south, east, and west. I'm not reading that whole thing. It's redundant sounding. If you have a need, call us in a loud voice by declaring something such as, the mountain blizzard has trapped us, or the ocean is about to swallow us. Your cries shall carry to us. Now then, there was one who was shocked and saddened by all this. A little imp.
All legs.
The imp was a friend of the giants since before they created the four worlds. Why must you leave? Why do you not stay? The childhood friend felt neglected, so he spread his anger across the four worlds. Repeatedly, he wronged the people. Overwhelmed with misfortune, the people sang the song of prayer to the giants who lived in each of the four compass directions. The giants heard their cry and responded with a roar. Oh imp, we are the protectors of the people. You have caused the people pain. Oh imp, leave this four worlds, otherwise we shall tear you apart. The imp was frightened and saddened. He had lost his old friends. The imp returned to the heavens, and harmony was restored to the four worlds. And the people rejoiced, and they worshipped the giants of the four worlds like gods, and then they lived happily ever after. Good job. Wasn't that fun, Tortoise? What did the people call the giants? I don't know. Oh, really? But you listened hard, so Mother is happy. I'll give you some candy as your prize.
Thanks, Mom.
You actually don't get the piece of heart if you deliver the correct answer there.
Oh, that's really interesting. How are you supposed to know that?
Nintendo Power?
Fair enough. You were praised by the old woman. Thank you. I am honored.
Oh, I don't need to wear this. I don't even know if there's a need for it, like, later in the game or not. I can't remember.
You're gonna need to sleep eventually, I guess. Well, if this
Link
were
has been
not this
consistently
game.
shifting through 3 days. I'm surprised he hasn't needed to sleep sooner.
Right?
Oh, yes, and here's the third day, the final day variation of the Clocktown theme, where it's more frantic and there's like this looming, like, dissonant note in the bass line.
Yeah, I hear a background.
This is my favorite
line
version of
going
the Clocktown theme because it's telling you that things are getting bad.
It's like, hey, man.
But it's really subtle too. I feel like it works on the
planetoid.
subconscious.
Yeah,
Big planetoid slams into your planet. Have fun with that, you little bitch.
man, how is this gonna affect the rest of the world, like outside of Termina, though?
Well, this is just happening in Termina.
Probably pretty bad. Good.
Like the
What if
moon's only.
Termina's in another dimension?
I don't think Termina's in another dimension.
Ah.
At least,
Like
but
Link
like
is an
it's
isekai
unclear.
hero.
Link was able to return to Hyrule, is the only thing we know. Because his ghost is in Twilight Princess, so
Is there?
also because of the end of this game.
Like. All I can think of now is the.
Did you just shoot that goat? Oh,
Yes,
it
good.
looked like it's not a goat, is it? What are
No.
you doing? Why are you paused?
I
What
don't
is
know.
that? Oh, it's just a dog.
It's a
Okay.
dog. It's a Yorkie. I
Goat,
believe.
dog, same thing.
Anyway,
She's
we
a
need to
Yorkie.
jump ahead in time,
Yorkshire Terrier.
because what we're doing next is not in the morning of the first day.
Like time to shit my.
Physical toll on Link's body every time he travels through time.
I don't know. I genuinely do not know the answer to that question.
Same like of his transformations. We don't know the kind of toll his body goes through.
I'm sure those taking a toll on his body, based on his expressions. But I'm wondering about the effects of time travel on the body,
Yeah, well, it depends
if
on
there are even any.
It depends on the source.
I suppose
Depends on
so.
Pasta. And whether or not it's well done or rare.
Yeah.
Do you think well done pasta? Okay, so usually we describe meat when it's like well done.
Excuse me, well
as, like,
done
being
pasta?
tough. Is like being tough, but raw pasta is just like when it's hard. So we should make a toughness scale for pasta, but it'd have to be the opposite. Because like if it's raw, then it's going to be super hard. If it's like, medium rare, then it'll be like like stiff, but like
What
still
if he
noodly.
wants it well done? We ask them politely yet
Politely,
firmly
but
leave.
Something better.
That's going to
Give it-
reduce the risk of contracting foodborne illness.
Yes. It is true. You do bake out all that nastiness, but also at the same time, when I bite into my steak, I like it to be a steak, not a bowling shoe. You know what I'm saying?
Fair enough.
That's actually an old
great.
Southern adage. Bowling shoe tough. They're what is it? Like if you describe someone, you describe them as like bowling shoe tough, or another one is like tougher than a $2 steak because it's like bad. There you go.
$2 steak.
There's your
Oh,
lord.
because it's way overdone.
Yeah. And it's just like a bad quality steak, so they're like super
Yeah.
tough
Yeah.
and hard. There's a lot of nice Southern colloquialisms that I like, but also some ones that are a little, of the time.
Is that a
So it's a shame.
pufferfish
Yes. It's the one who
Above
bit the
water?
carrot.
with a mustache?
Yeah.
And a beard?
Yeah.
And a hat?
Yeah.
And a book?
Yeah.
And a walking stick?
Okay, you play the ocarina, right? You'll stand there. Okay, play your ocarina like this.
No.
Oh yeah, he like somehow manages to record you doing this, I guess.
That's a little creepy. Are you trying to serenade him? Trying to win him over? Trying
Well,
to seduce him?
Audio.
Okay, that feels good. You're testing. I think I was looking away. What
Is that
feels
Waluigi?
good? That wretched and senseless rascal. Gorman, leader of the traveling troupe, was added to your notebook. This is different than the brothers. This is like a third.
Different Waluigi.
The third Waluigi brother.
Waluigi.
This is the main Waluigi.
So, the other two are... So this is Waluigi. The other two are Waluigi and Waluigi.
I call them Walu and Wawa.
Oh, that's right.
I'm gonna call
Walla.
them. Well, I mean, we already decided on Wawa, but I'm deciding the other one's called Walu. Walu and Wawa.
Walutena.
No. Okay, you play the pipes, right? Yeah. You like you're supposed to like I was looking away again, but I think you're like testing the sound studio in the Milk Bar right now.
Yes, it
And
is. It is a glorified sound
you
check.
enter the different forms with the transformation masks because they all play different instruments, and like he's like recording you so like you can harmonize and like perform an actual song here.
Yeah, it's a glorified sound check.
Okay, that feels good. What feels good?
Shut up, you buster.
Gabe, you can't
just
just
mad
call
that-
everyone you don't like a buster.
Well, yes, I can. I 100% have that power to do so.
Because nothing is stopping
Okay,
him.
but you shouldn't.
We need to give him an
I'm
incentive
making
not to.
fucking mac and cheese, and nobody can.
He still makes an orgasm face when he transforms.
Yes, he does.
Can you help me with the performance? Yeah. Okay, you play the drums, right? Go stand under the rear left spotlight.
No. Okay.
Okay, play your drums like this. Alright. Oh, I see.
I like how he's beating the drums multiple times for every one sound the drum makes.
Yeah.
Are we expected to? Okay. I can't do it. I already did the joke tonight.
What joke?
Are we expected to believe that this is some magical note changing?
Oh,
yeah,
yeah, you
yeah.
did already make that joke. That specific joke, too. Like, no,
Yeah.
that specific variation of the joke. Like, note changing specifically. That's the creepy one.
It was my fault for setting up that joke.
Yeah. I like the theme that plays in the Milk Bar, though. It's, like, got a nice groove to it.
There's a nice little jam bambury.
Yeah. Okay, play your guitar like this. Gabe, what are you doing? Oh.
I'm vocalizing.
Oh, like the not Moldorm, Mulgara fight from Wind Waker.
Yes.
Oh, here's the full song.
That shit's nasty.
I like the way it, like, I like the harmonizing at the end, especially.
The ending is nice, sir.
Bravo! That was the best! That melody! That melody, it brings back so many memories! It's their old standby, Ballad of the... That does not sound like Ballad of the Windfish!
Yeah.
It's the song that members of the previous generation of the Indiegogo's made famous. I entered show business because I heard this song at the Carnival of Time long ago. By doing performances, I thought maybe I'd get to meet the singers of that song. The one you heard singing must have been the original Lulu, mother of the current lead singer, who's also named Lulu.
Ver.
So her daughter is singing now. Is that so? I'd like to hear that. I'm sorry I booed you. Please, take my mask. You got the Waluigi mask. This mask looks so
God,
sad
you-
it could put a tear in even a demon's eye.
It's
Okay,
so
to be
depressed.
fair, that actually sounds like Waluigi. Like,
It does.
real Waluigi. Alright, next time on
Oh
Smash
my
Team
God.
Games, we make demons cry.
We make demons cry.
Yeah.
Regret.
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 Oh, wait a minute, I just realized when Gabe said that.
Yes.
Wife
Yeah.
gone. Regret.
I'm glad I have once again introduced my religion of funny fucking gorilla video.
Funny memes.
Your religion.
Funny gorilla.